Loki and the TVA are back to tackle more time-bending cases on Disney+. If the trailer for the second season is any indication, there'll be plenty of mysteries to solve and foes to face this time around with the God of Mischief. The trailer opens with an extended sequence that focuses on an interaction between Mobius, Loki, and an entirely new character played by Ke Huy Quan. And officially identified as Ouroboros, Mobius just calls him OB. There's a lot going on here. The messy antique shop of an office that the scene takes place in, and the fact that Loki glitches out of existence as if he's auditioning for a cameo in Sony's Spider-Verse franchise. But the star of this cold open is unquestionably Huy Quan. Huy Quan's character seems to function as a help desk.
Can you fix that? No?
Daniel Richtman, who leaked the apparent name of Huy Quan's character name back in 2022, referred to Ouroboros as the Q of the TVA, likely referring to the Gadget Man from the James Bond franchise rather than the reality-warping figure from Star Trek, but you never know. In 2022, Huy Quan starred in Everything Everywhere All at Once, the multiverse-spanning Best Picture Oscar winner. If that film is any indication of Huy Quan's role in the MCU, it's no wonder the trailer is teasing his potential here. We expected plenty of mind-bending things to appear in Loki Season 2, but an MCU character working at a fast food restaurant is a particular surprise. Sylvie, a key Loki variant from the first season, appears at one point in the trailer in a vintage McDonald's uniform. That said, there may be more to the MCU's version of the Golden Arches than meets the eye. Judging by Sylvie's worried look, things aren't going according to plan for her. Look closely and you can spot 5 missed minutes clocks clipped into Sylvie's name tag like a 5-star rating. This visual clue could hint at how Sylvie found herself in this situation. Missed minutes answers to He Who Remains, the Kang variant who ultimately reshaped the TVA into his image. So is this McDonald's a prison for Sylvie? Or is she hiding in plain sight somehow? McDonald's even replied to Marvel's trailer on Twitter, specifically mentioning missed minutes, so there's definitely something significant going on here. In a scene at a movie theater, the film title Zaniac can be seen on the marquee. Zaniac debuted in 1982's Thor issue 319, in which movie star Brad Wolfe portrays a blood-craving creature who wears a costume that makes him appear monstrous. An accidental explosion transforms him into the host for a mystical entity. Zaniac would later take on other hosts after leaving Wolfe's body. The comics later revealed that Zaniac jumps through different hosts for centuries. The official handbook of the Marvel Universe even claims he was responsible for the Jack the Ripper killings. That leads to another interesting connection. In 1990's Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme issue 23, it's revealed Jack the Ripper was under the control of Dormammu, the ruler of the Dark Dimension, who appeared in the first Doctor Strange movie.
Dormammu? I've come to bargain.
Much of the Loki Season 2 trailer centers around the movie premiere and its tease of Zaniac. From the looks of it, the event will be the focal point of at least one episode, as we see Hunter B-15, Mobius, and Loki seemingly all at the event. But it's Rafael Casal's mysterious character who may be the most important part. Casal's character, presumably an actor, appears a few times in the trailer. In one shot, eagle-eyed viewers may spot a fan holding a sign that reads, "Marry me, Brad Wolfe." The sign is pointing at Casal's character. This suggests the actor will portray Wolfe, who was Zaniac's first host to appear in the comics. Loki confronts the actor, which seems to suggest some TVA mischief and timeline bending is afoot. In Deadline's report about Casal joining the Loki cast, the outlet said Marvel was keeping his role under wraps. But the outlet also reported that there's been online speculation that he's tied to Zaniac. The time-traveling, reality-altering ending of the first season of Loki left a lot of threads up in the air. Can Sylvie and Loki make their relationship work? Will Mobius remember his best friend in the universe? Though we don't know for sure quite yet, we may get an answer to one burning question. What is the deal with Mobius's love of jet skis? There's nothing inherently wrong with loving personal watercraft, but the TVA agent's fixation with it was so specific that it has to be addressed.
Have you had a jet ski? That's what I'd like to do. Just ride around on my jet ski.
It looks like fans could get the moment they've been waiting to see. As Loki continues to be thrown through time, he finds himself at the one place Mobius would love to go. Loki lands at Piranha Power Sports, the store for all your jet ski needs. The God of Mischief landing in front of a row of jet skis could be a wink to the audience about the origins of Mobius's passion. But one moment he's there, and the next he's gone. So we only get a glimpse. Either way, perhaps this is where a pre-TVA Mobius worked and cultivated his love of water scooters. It's a hint that Season 2 viewers could see Mobius's past and possibly what led to his stint with the Time Variance Authority. The Loki Season 2 trailer sees Loki and Morbius travel back in time to Chicago's 1893 World's Fair. The heroes are there to deal with the pressing issue of saving the world from possible annihilation. But we are getting some serious Circus of Crime vibes about the whole thing. In Marvel Comics, a Circus of Crime is a criminal organization whose members use mind control powers to rob carnival crowds. They were active members of the Nazi Party who sought to undermine Americans by killing government officials. However, their plans are always foiled by Thor, Captain America, and Marvel's other heroes. The Loki trailer doesn't appear to feature any of their members, but the carnival setting of the World's Fair is interesting. It's certainly the type of event where you might expect to find the Circus of Crime, given that there are plenty of people to rob, and they tend to resent displays of American extravagance. Then again, there's another villain at the big show who seems intent on causing trouble for attendees. Toward the end of the trailer, Victor Timely, who is a Kang variant, appears and tells the crowd that they have a difficult choice to make. Afterward, he unleashes some powerful forces on the unsuspecting audience, which is quite reminiscent of the leader of the circus, Ringmaster. The Living Tribunal is one of the most important figures in the Marvel multiverse. It's a cosmic entity responsible for overseeing and arbitrating existence, second only to the one above all. The Loki Season 2 trailer has two potential references to the three-headed figure. When Loki travels back in time, he walks by a house with the number 157 on it. The Living Tribunal's first cameo appearance came in Strange Tales issue 157. Later, the number 158 can be seen on a car, possibly referencing the Living Tribunal's first full appearance in Strange Tales issue 158. The Living Tribunal has had 3 appearances in the MCU thus far. In Season 1 of Loki, it's an Easter egg seen inside the Void. In Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, we glimpse the faces of the Living Tribunal when America Chavez and Doctor Strange tumble through different realities. In Thor: Love and Thunder, the characters' faces can be seen in Eternity's temple as a statue. Given its vast importance to maintaining the multiverse's balance in the Marvel Universe, it'd be appropriate for the Living Tribunal to appear, especially with the recent damage to the timeline after Sylvie killed He Who Remains. The Living Tribunal showing up in Loki would emphasize how grand the cosmic universe is. Much has changed between Loki Season 1 and 2, including a rather large promotion for Casey. In Season 1, the TVA employee was just a corporate grunt who kept several versions of the Infinity Stones in one of his desk drawers.
How do you not know what a fish is?
I lived my entire life behind a desk.
But by the end of the season, the Disney Plus series credited actor Eugene Cordero as Hunter K5E, signaling Casey's new role in Kang's revamped TVA. Now the Season 2 trailer has finally given us our first look at him in action. Casey appears briefly, walking through a dark alley with 2 mysterious figures behind him. From the looks of things, he seems to be in a somewhat precarious position, hinting at the more serious tone for the second season. As usual, Marvel has remained relatively tight-lipped on details regarding Loki Season 2, including Casey's promotion into a hunter. Assuming he's still on the TVA side, he could be the hunter leading the charge to hunt down Loki or Sylvie. Or Casey could be working with the Loki variants to bring down Kang's new regime from the inside. Deadline first reported Cordero's real-world promotion to a series regular for Season 2, meaning the only thing fans know for sure is that they can expect to see much more of Casey when Loki returns to Disney+. In Season 1, Miss Minute serves 2 roles and 1 master. She's an AI program designed by He Who Remains to function as a face and mascot of the Time Variance Authority, where she preaches its propaganda. She works to spread false cheer and keep members of the TVA thoroughly indoctrinated at every turn. She's also the snitch who rats on Mobius to the higher-ups. But Miss Minutes must have scored a promotion because none of her current job duties include transforming into a giant Pac-Man ghost monster. In the trailer for Season 2, Marvel fans are treated to a clip of Miss Minutes growing into some sort of digital kaiju. With her size comes a commensurate level of rage to boot. But it's unclear if this means that Miss Minutes will feature more prominently in the story of Season 2. After all, the trailer intentionally obfuscates Jonathan Major's part in the narrative, so the depiction of Miss Minutes' transformation is no guarantee of increased screen time. Still, it's a cool visual. And if these power upgrades are any indication of what's to come in Season 2, we're in for this wild ride.